Hey, what's up, everybody? I know. I've been like severely slacking with the podcast. I may be taking it a little too easy, especially after this last Christmas, yo. So, I don't know, man. I got me a Nintendo Switch and I've been having an absolute blast. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, whoever's talking smack about the Nintendo Switch just ain't never played it, because sheesh, these Mario games are going hard, man. I'm having a little bit of too much fun, a little bit of too much relaxation. So you'll definitely be seeing some gameplay footage of me playing Mario Kart in the background. It's a great game. I highly recommend. Obviously, who the heck hasn't heard of Mario Kart? What are you, a caveman? Even Patrick's living under a rock and he knows about Mario Kart. Although he did make a ripoff, so we're not going to talk about that anyway. No promises, but I'll be getting back on the track on the pod real soon. I got a couple people lined up and I just been straight chilling like a James Bond villain, enjoying my break. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, hope you guys are too, especially those of you who are in school. You should be in winter break right now, and if not, I want to formally apologize for the crime that's being committed upon you. You got no business doing anything during a winter break, especially if you're under 18, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, Falcon Tactics, good friend of mine, good friend of the channel. We might know each other just a little bit. He made a video. It was a commentary style video. He's one of us now. He titled it, "I applied for Squidgame and this happened." In an almost 10-minute video, he talks about how he attempted to sign up for a Netflix show, Squidgame The Challenge. And it's basically a game show that almost entirely mimics the Netflix show Squidgame. You may or may not have heard of it before. He found out that unfortunately, despite him meeting almost every single requirement on the list of things that he needed in order to apply, there was one box that he just couldn't check out. And that box was whether or not he was at least 21 years of age in order to continue. Now look, it's easy to imagine that this might seem like something stupid to even bring up or to even be upset about, but you really got to watch the video. I linked it in the description, by the way, as always, where he actually brings up some pretty W points, some pretty, dare I say, based points that are almost too good to argue. I won't say too much because I obviously highly encourage you to watch the video yourself to get the full context, but one thing I will touch on is something that I think we can all kind of critically think about, and it's what he brings up in the video, and that's the idea that like you can be drafted into war / join the military at 18, potentially deploy in a combat zone and die, or literally another one that's true is that you can literally get your how do I say this? You can get your private zone. Yeah, let's call it that. You can get your private zone cut, and he can change his name to, I don't know, Regina, then pretend like he's now a woman at 18, but heaven forbid he jumps into a game show, right? Now, I don't know the rationale of Netflix, and at the end of the day, they are a private company, so they're going to have their reasons, which, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure why. One thing I can say is that when you look at the totality of things that you can do that are outside of the game show that he applied to, right, that are perfectly legal to do at 18, versus the things that you do in this game show, by the way, that if you actually watch the show, there really isn't much that an 18-year-old can't do. I don't know if there's like alcohol on set or not, but I would argue that the potentiality for candidates could be a lot more beneficial than a couple of shots of whatever they have. You know, whatever they have probably tastes like hot pee anyway. So you can start to understand the frustration, I think, some younger adults like himself for these types of rules, you know? It's one of those things that I think can leave us to reflect on a lot of stuff. Again, like, I don't know exactly what is the problem. Maybe there's just something that's happening behind the scenes that would constitute it. But my only guess is that it's just a much safer number in terms of adulthood. But again, like me personally, I don't really believe in that. I don't really subscribe to that ideology because I know some young adults who are pretty much wise beyond their years. And I know some people who are like in their mid 40s who are just absolute juveniles in both the way that they conduct themselves and the way that they speak. So I think it's pointless, but the good thing is he actually did message them a formal proposal. He was actually pretty professional about it. So go check it out and see for yourself if you feel so inclined. And if you also feel so inclined, I would check out his socials and maybe send a tweet or a message to Netflix yourself of the video. They may not respond, but we could at least try. And obviously you can tell that, you know, Falcon's pretty serious about this entertainment stuff on YouTube, guys. I mean, think what you say or what you want about him. The dude is doing what he got to do, and this could have been an amazing opportunity of him. So yeah, I would be just as annoyed as he is. I mean, come on, how many people you know like him are putting in the level of work that he is at his level? Not many. And you got to respect his grind. I respect his honesty and his attitude. And I tell you what, no matter what happened with this whole situation, he certainly is going to get his dividends for the type of work that he's putting in. I mean, just look at how much he's been growing lately. And I can guarantee that in this time next year, he'll definitely be way past me and potentially everybody that I know. It's just a matter of time. So either way, y'all are going to be seeing my boy blow up with or without Netflix. Anyways, that's all I got to say about it. I think it's just funny how the laws work sometimes and how the people in charge of said laws tend to steer it to younger people when it's convenient to them. And I know it's not related to Netflix, but it is an interesting point that we should think about. So appreciate you guys tuning into this video. This was an interesting one to make. And like I said, I think you should really check out Falcon's video. Share it out to as many people as you can. However, if you enjoy my unwanted ramblings, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like these types of videos. I do make them occasionally. I'll still be on break from streaming, guys, and I'll be returning very soon, ideally at the very beginning of February. So look forward to that for those of you who care. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Next podcast should be up next week, hopefully. No promises, all right? I gotta stop doing that because I'm not gonna lie, stuff happens, right? But you know, you guys know my repertoire, right? We do a pretty good job with that when we're active, but right now I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a little bit of too much fun. I mean, can you blame me? I've been playing Mario RPG, man. Come on, give me a break, Anyway, love you guys, take care, and I don't know what else to say here. I don't know, I guess bye.
Nah, fam, we only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds cripple, mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we gang.